1v1 situation here. Aldo and Carry being very aggressive here, but she won't really get a kill. I mean,
It's too
she needs
early.
more items. She needs
Yeah.
more items for
But
better
looks
damage
like we
output.
have a rotation. Aldo popped his ultimate in. Looks like they want to get the Dale in here. It's a 4 versus 1 situation at the moment, and they will get the carry right over there in the bottom lane. And after that, we can see in the top lane though, Finesse Solid, although they lost a member in the bottom lane, they're gonna get this turtle objective in the top lane, but still they are not yet even done. We can see the Akai is 4 versus 1 situation at the moment. They're gonna get this turret, plus they're not yet even done. Lex is gonna die in the hands of the Lolita.
And I like the move from Finesse Solid. They just went for the turtle, not really helping the others on the bottom lane. I mean, for the side of Lex, I don't really think that she should have been there in the first place. I think that wasn't really, that was a lost cause already for the tower. But on that side, Dexter getting caught by the Divine Judgment, and he will go down at the hands of actually Finesse Solid.
Well, in terms of farming, you can see here it's both 10k for both of the for both of the teams, with a little bit of slight advantage on the side of Imba. 2-4 in terms of kills, which says something about their aggressive play in this early game time. You can see a little bit of rotation in the middle lane. Looks like they want to gank someone in there, but of course they weren't able to face check anyone from the side of Finesse Solid.
And SSC Imba, they know that they need to stop Finesse Solid from actually snowballing. You don't want that carry to go big. But Levi getting caught out, that Mortis is gone. That was a 4-man rotation from the side of SSC Imba.
But meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Finesse Solid getting another objective where they have just gotten one more turret on the side of SXC Imba. Meanwhile, Dexter on the Harley. Looks like they want to push this another turret in the top lane. Finesse Card doesn't want it to happen, but Finesse Card, you have to be very careful as the members of Imba tries to gank you up.
And Honda just being omnipresent right now on this game, but Bonchon on the other side will be taken down by the hands of that, I think that was Lex, to be honest, or Dale, I don't really know. But yeah, this is a textbook game of Mobile Legends. If you think about it, everyone is just getting the pick-ups, the perfect pick-ups, and at the same time, they're just getting the towers. They know that if they get the towers, they can actually get a certain advantage on the side of Finesse Solid, because Finesse Solid, they have a marksman.
Yeah.
They have a marksman.
And of course, having a marksman gives you, especially in the late game, mid to late game, it will allow you to burn more turrets faster.
Yes.
And we'll have to check if SXC Imba will actually allow that. If SXC Imba wants to win this match, they have to finish the game as early as possible.
And at the same time, if you think about it, they do have the Kaya. And in the late game, it's one of the best crowd controls that you can have in the game. Just pulling someone in from the backline.
It's a good
just pull
initiator.
someone out from your backline. It's good.
Indeed, but we have here ultimate pop up by the Lolita. Looks like they want to engage in the fight, but Levi, together with the rest of Solid members, was able to actually back away. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we can see a 1v1 against Dale versus Archie. Let's see if he's gonna survive. Of course not. There's so much stack already coming up from that Aldo, so one hit, you're gonna die.
And XSA, but they're just getting everything that they want. But Bonchon getting pushed in. The Hurricane Dance is there. But the knockup from Honda. No more engagements, but on the backlines is going to be the Gushon. He will try to take down that Bonchon Lolita, but he will get it. And Boo, in the middle of everything here, he's just trying to get out, but he won't. And he will go down as well. So this is a 1-for-1 trade, and I think it favors XC Imba.
SXC Imba favors the game at the moment. You can see now they have taken 2 turrets already, and of course that gave them a lot of gold lead. Plus they're actually winning the fights at the lead of 4 kills compared to what Finesse Solid has. It's telling us something. It's telling us something.
Yeah, I mean, right now, SSC Imba, they're just exploiting their advantage, or exploiting the weakness of Finesse Solid just because they have this marksman.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a 4v5 situation
look.
every single time, but Levi here trying to get away using those dashes. The knockup is there. He won't really get a kickback into their the side of
Actually,
Bonchon, but yeah, I mean, it's there. It's there.
Yeah, it's pretty
Definitely
surprising
there.
that the Aldo actually used his ultimate just, to put away the Martis trying to get. Look at that top. I mean, tier 1 turn in the top lane of SXC Imba. They can just backdoor that turret with just one hit, but Finessol is not doing that. I mean, to give them a boost of gold.
Yeah.
That's what I'm actually wondering. Actually, the Martis actually tried.
It's extremely important for them, but Dexter here falling very, very low, but they can't really take him down, and Petrify will be used. Dexter will be caught in place. Martis will go for the takedown there, and the flicker from Boo. And Archie just going in. Who will he go for? He will go for Dale. That carry is down. Archie trying to run away as well. And Levi here with the bite. And he will get it, but Bonchon and the others with the backup. Lex here in the middle of everything. He will use the 1,000 pounder to get out, and Kaya will go down next. And here comes Karl, just going for the burst, but it won't really matter. He will go down. That is a double kill for that Alice.
Oh my goodness, I really like the timing of the flicker out of the Bunchen as well. They didn't have any creep wave already on that part, but they were still even able to win the fight, and now they're getting more objectives after that objective. They have a free contest in this area of the Lord as well in the top lane, and they could even take advantage of that. They have the damage at the moment, they have the Harley, plus they have the Aldo as well. The Martis roaming around, I think he is in a bad spot at the moment.
I mean, Archie just being very patient. You think that he will go for you think he will go for Boo, because Boo was very low, but he just went straight for Dale.
Yeah.
And 2 kills here for the side of XXC Imba. The towers are open. The towers are open.
Really good decision making will really make a difference. Especially, it's really great decision that they would take down the marksman first. A while ago, that's a thing that we didn't see in the match between Wicked Minds versus Onage, when they let the carry just basically free hit everything. And now, this time, it's a different story for Imba, wherein they actually know they have to focus fire and kill the carry right away so that the carry will not go online.
They're just trying too hard. I mean, for the side of Finessol, yes, you're getting the kills and you're trying your best to take down or to bruise the health bars of XXC Imba. But at the same time, if you'll do it alone without any follow-ups, I mean, Karl, you're way into your head right now. But yeah, I mean, it's hard for them, but they just need to weather the storm that XXC Imba is doing for them, is giving them, and they should just trust their marksman. I mean, their marksman is doing not that good. I mean, it's the Aldo. You can't really do much about that. But if you think about it, if he scales, that's like the end for the side of Imbalance.
Yeah, but this time I think it's easier said than done, as as SXC Imba gets more advantage and boost of gold because of the objectives that they're getting. They just took another turret in the bottom lane with the help of the Aldo, and it seems in the top lane they're gonna get one more objective with the help of the Lord.
And he will actually get 2 heroes here. Haji getting caught out, and Karl trying to go for the burst. And Haji here, he's just sustaining himself with his ultimate, but no, he will take down Karl, and the Gusion is down. What can they do? Where will the damage come from for the side of Finesse Solid right now? And the Lord will get taken down, but in the base of Finesse Solid, 2 towers will go down, make it 3. Archie and the gang is just gonna take it down, and they might actually just go for the GG push right now. And Archie going in with the ultimate. Yes, he will use it on Lex, but Lex here is just way too tanky. Hurricane Dance on the back lines, but on the other side of the map, look at this. They're just bursting everyone down. And then, look at that damage! He won't get taken down, but
I think it was Dexter who stood up. They knew that they're gonna win this. Look at the players that we have in the right side part of the screen. That was actually SXC and MVP. The Alice actually, although we have this MVP, I'm gonna commend the play style of the Aldo better.
Yeah. I mean, the Aldo is kind of passive. For the like what 5 minutes into the game he was just passive, 10 minutes in the game he was just passive. But the thing about his playstyle is he's actually giving importance into taking down the better targets on the side of the SO, going for Dale. If no fight is going on, he will go straight for Dale. Like, there's no downtime for
Yeah, he doesn't even care if he doesn't get the assist point or the kill point. He wants to focus fire on the main target, which is the carry. And I think that's the winning receipt on the side of Team SXC.
And I mean, if you shut down a carry like that, he might get the levels, but in terms of getting the levels, yes, that's good. But you need your auto attacks to actually count. And that's what happened. He has no items, so that means the auto attack damage output is down, is limited, is super limited for the side of Pinasolid. And these are your highlights. Lex just trying to get the perfect initiation. I think they locked down Haji, but Haji was just way too bad. And with the ultimate, he was able to actually sustain himself for a bit. He went down, but he took down Korg with him.
And I think, a while ago we were saying that the lineup of Finesse is going to be really deadly, especially in the mid to late game. But SXC actually didn't allow that to happen. They finished the game early game time to mid game time, right? Yeah. So it's a winning strategy. And I think they're very confident on actually pulling that kind of play off. But then again, congratulations to Team SXC. That was game 1. Our score right now is 1-0. Just so you know, guys, how our points get distributed. If a team wins 2-0, the winning team gets 3 plus 3 points on their scoreboard. And the losing team will get nothing, so it's 0 point. But if the best of 3 match ended up on a 2-1 score, the winning team gets 2 points, plus the losing team will get 1 point.
Points are very important here for our playoffs, just because I think when you're the bottom 2 teams for the season playoffs, you're gonna get eliminated. And the remaining 8 teams will head on to our main event. Yeah, the main event. Yeah. And now, how do you do this? I mean, for the side of Finesse Solid, it seems to me that every time they do something, they're just reacting to whatever XXC Imba. And for the first few minutes of the game, they were actually making the logical plays. Or the things that they should actually do. Like, if you see 4 heroes from the side of XXC Imba on your bottom lane, you should go for like the turtle or another tower. But 10 minutes in, they were just reacting to everything that Imbalance did. They were just reacting, like, as you said, they should have backdoored the tower, tier 1 tower on the top lane, but they weren't actually doing it because they were just scared that if they see the Martis over there on the top lane, Imbalance will just go.
Specifically the Aldo.
Will just force a fight, yeah.
We saw that the Aldo actually did that part, and I think they really have great map awareness as well. Plus, the overall macro play of this team, SXC Imba, is just, well commended. And so far, actually, just so you know, guys, it's the first win of SXC Imba. Last week, Finesse Solid got 1 win already. They got a total of 3 points at the moment. But yeah, let's head on to our drafting phase for game 2 of this best of 3 match between Finesse Solid versus versus SXC Imba.
And now they will actually switch sides here. SXC will get the first pick, while Finesse Solid here will get the coveted 2-pick setup for their side. And they will just ban the Aldo. They don't want the Aldo anymore.
And of course, I respect ban. No Aldo, no Alice as well. And a while ago, we saw Cho.
I'm actually seeing a logo for the side of Finesse Solid.
Yeah, Kaysaya.
Kaysaya Gamer.
Sponsored
I didn't know you sponsored the team.
Yeah. I forgot to give away the trivia. No? But going back to our drafting, guys, Lunox early, they could lock this in. This is actually one of the meta heroes that we have in the current season of Mobile Legends Bang Bang at the moment. And I think I have to commend, so far, good first pick for Team Imba. But look at this, Finesse Solid, just like how they drafted in the first game, they actually would always prioritize tanks and support. They give so much respect to that. But I just want to ask you about yours. What do you think about prioritizing tanks and support in the current season of Mobile Legends? I think, would you rather go for picking tanks first, or would you rather go for, your carries and damagers? For you,
I mean,
your
it's
maybe your own preference. What do you
I
think?
mean, in my opinion, like if you
Your
would
team
get
is
the
picking.
first pick,
Uh huh.
you can't really mix and match. So you would just actually go for a damager. Let's say Lunox here is a standalone hero. She can do well on her own, but if you actually have this certain advantage that
Your
you are getting
team
the
is
picks,
picking.
you can go for your two tanks or your one tank and one support setup.
mix.
You shouldn't really force like there are a lot of heroes right now for season 2 compared to season 1.
Yes.
So there isn't really like if the Claude gets banned, the Aldo gets banned, like the Alice gets banned, there's still a lot of heroes available for these teams. So they shouldn't really like be on a rush to get their damagers, and we'll see. And look at this. Finesse Solid, as I've said, they went for the one tank,
Your
one
team
semi-tank
is
support
picking.
setup. Then they just went straight for two damagers, actually two assassins, on their second two pick phase. They just
Yeah.
went for it. Just like straight.
Yeah, and I think it's more of like, for example, your first team picks up a mage, just like what
Yeah.
they did. The opponent would decide to not pick a mage because the opponent picked a mage already. So you're gonna go for another role that you can, not allow your opponent to pick already. Just like what Finesse Solid did,
Yeah.
they picked up the Grok as well as the Kaya for the first pick.
And at the same time, if you would pick a Lunox, it doesn't really give your strategy out that much. Like, if you think about it, you can go for the aggressive plays or you
Yeah.
can go for the poke. You
Yeah.
can adjust with a Lunox. So I think Lunox is the perfect first pick for this season.
Apart from her being one of the meta heroes the current season. So yeah, that's
I think he's the Lancelot. She's the Lancelot of season 2.
the
'Cause
Lancelot
the
of
season
season
1, if Lancelot doesn't get banned on the banning phase,
2.
if the first pick, if whoever gets the first pick will lock him in instantly. That's what happens.
Well, that's great information. But let's see. So far for the lineup of these two teams, I think, I think I'm gonna go for the lineup of Team SXC. Why? I like the Lunox
5
pick.
seconds till the
Plus,
enemy reaches the
here
battle.
we can see as
Smash
well
them.
the Leomord, which
All
is so
troops
deadly
deployed.
mid to late game, especially when he gets more attack speed plus movement
Yeah.
speed. He would even dive in under turrets, and can even dash out, dash away to not get hit by the turret. But looks like there's an aggressive play early game time by Finesse Solid on the top lane.
To be honest, if you think about it, Leomord here, they need to shut him down as early as possible, and they're just blocking him out from his creeps right now, not letting him get his levels. Because, the thing about Leomord is, when he was released, he was like hyped, like he's gonna be part of the competitive meta. Okay, he's really good. He has high damage when he has low HP. But the problem for MPL is these players know how to deal with the Leomord. They don't really use crowd control on him when he's full health. They use it once he's low health. The moment you can burst him down, they go for it, just straight.
But
Don't let him
let's
deal any
see
damage.
here. Looks like there's gonna be a first blood, but unfortunately, Lex was able to back away thanks to the available flicker that he has on his kills. And looks like Team Imba sending out 3 members in the middle lane, trying to probably gag out the Kagura. But of course, there's a Grok. Oh, Dale getting a lot of damage from the members of Imba, but thanks to the backup of Boo, able to cover up the Kagura.
They're actually just trying to bait out the flickers here from the side of Finesse.
Yeah.
I mean, Kaya used his flicker already, so that means the next time they go up for another gank, they can't expect to get an easy kill on
Yeah,
Lex.
the Kaya won't be able to
Turtles
escape easily
resurrected
because the
soon.
teleport was used already or in cooldown. Especially the cooldown speed, the cooldown time is so much early game time when your skills are not yet
Yeah.
leveled up.
And the thing about rotating and not getting any kills is that you will be down on XP, and now they will just try to go for this, and Archie getting his horse right now, and they will just dash it out.
Wow,
Like,
sending 4 members in the top lane. The Gusion is also here. Looks like there's no casualty on that. Slight aggressiveness on the top lane.
I'm actually surprised that Finesse went for the top lane, because if you think about it, the turtle is on the bottom lane.
Plus, there's a squishy target, which is the Linux. But now I think they want to decide on going for that. They just want to get this jungle first for the meantime in the middle lane. And they would probably rotate in the bottom lane as well. But looks like gonna get a pick-up fight in here. Boo covering up the
Divine
members.
Judgment! Dale actually getting actually it's Lex getting that kill on Haji, and Haji here, he's down, and I think Finesse Solid will try to go for that turtle.
Turtle, let's see. It looks like no. They want to get the buff first. Probably they thought about, well, if they go for the turtle right away, the rest of the members of Imba are still alive. They might be able to catch them up, especially early game time. Yes, turtle is an easy kill, but they don't have enough damage to kill the turtle easily yet. But look at the damage coming out from the Lunox.
I mean,
Bursting out the Grok, but we have a 1v1 ongoing at the moment.
Oh! Using the flicker to get in range and went for the kill. Archie with the plays.
Yeah.
But once they saw that, they just went straight for the turtle, and they might actually get this without
Probably.
any contest.
No contest at all. The last hit is gonna be given by that Hellcurt. Meanwhile, on the top lane, SXC Imba doing or getting another objective in a part. 1-1 is our score right now. Look how, I mean...
And they went straight for the Divine Judgment, and he gets bursted down. Goodness, Dexter here, paying the price of actually just staying in lane. There weren't really any heroes available on the map, and if you were like Dexter here, you're the prime target, because the thing is, they went for the turtle, and you didn't really have any information.
We have a fight ongoing. Boo! Stunned by the members of Imba. Looks like he's gonna be getting more hits, but thanks to the turret support and the rest of the members of Finesse Solid able to, you know, stabilize still the rest of the members. They no follow-ups in terms of casualties, but we have Lex in here, forced to flicker up. The Honda is right under the turret.
And Levi just getting bursted down, just getting locked down. Will he go down? Yes, he will. But at the price of Bonchon, and they're still trying to go for Haji. Haji here just trying to run away as fast as possible. Lex won't go for the chase anymore just because he had the Akai over there. And if the Akai hits him with the blender, the 1000-pounder, that might be it for him. And the thing about the side of Finesse Solid here is SSC Imba, they're picking their fights. Like, remember the top lane engage that they went for, then they just went back? They saw Dale over there, just waiting for the perfect time to go for the yin-yang over there. And that is a very narrow space.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't really want to fight there. And that is a smart move coming out from combatants.
Nice, smart move indeed. We have Bullock in here at the moment because he's gonna die anytime soon. Last is gonna go to the Gusion, and they're gonna get another objective as well. Plus, the bottom lane being pressured by the Leomord, having a 1v1 against the Hellgurt.
Oh,
Haji! The map.
And Haji punishing that Kagura from diving in. He didn't really have any skills to get out of harm's way, and he will get bursted down. So that is a 3-4-2, right?
Yeah, plus we have here though SXC Imba wanting to get this turtle at the moment. We have a Hellcurt waiting for that moment to actually steal it, but unfortunately no steal for you, Hellcurt.
And here comes the Gusion breaking the limits, and now Finesse Solid didn't really get the turtle. SSC Imba will get the turtle, and at the same time they lost 2 heroes from the side of Finesse Solid. Lost 2 heroes over there, and that was a better trade for the side of Imbalance.
And we can see here, still pretty equal in terms of kills, and the gold lead is just 1k on the side of Finesse Solid. We really, I think, we still can't tell yet who's actually winning the fight, but Imba though seems has a better mindset in terms of getting the objectives. Look at how many turrets they have taken down already. They got 3 turrets already.
But here comes the fight. Lex getting caught out over there, and Lex just being cornered by that Hurricane Dance. But Dexter here, and the Numinum Blast won't hit anyone. And Bonchon just trying to run away, but Boo and the others actually getting bursted down. Those are tanks! My goodness, what are you doing? Haji with a place, and Dale just trying to run away. Does he have his second skill? Can he get away from this? And Levi is the next target for Dale, or Haji rather, and Dale just trying to run away, but I don't really think you can get out, and Haji will get 2 kills?
That was
Three
so
kills?
much kills. I think that was 3 kills on the side of SXE Imba. Haji really did it. I think. And that was so much burst damage coming up. They got a lot of magic power as well. Bonchon though is gonna die on the hands of that Grok.
Bonchon just biting off more than he can chew. He just went in the mouths of, in the jaws of 3 heroes from the side of Solid. And if you think you can get out from there just because you're a Lolita, you are mistaken, sir. You are mistaken.
Not because you're a tank, you'll be able to sustain so much damage, especially if you know your opponent is in the same level as you. Plus, but let's look at what is happening here. 1v3. No, it's 1v4. Oh, that was 1v4.
I don't know.
You're not gonna last in that, you know, 4-man gang.
SSC Imba, they're just doing a talent portion right now. They're just being like, they're just going for the auditions. They're going in 1 by 1, but Lex here getting caught out by that stun. The burst is there. Legendary here for Haji, and this is bad for the side of Solid. Like, if you would think about it, giving a legendary streak for your assassin.
That's really nice. It would boost up your gold. You know, there will be additional gold if you get that legendary kill. Meantime, let's go back to what is happening in the map at the moment. We can see SXE Imba getting the first Lord of the game right now, but Solid actually saw that card actually going inside, and looks like they want to get the steal for this Lord. And the Lord having Slither repelled already. The last is going to the side of Imba.
Imbalance gets it. Archie here just going for the chase. Boo and Lex, they're the tanks, and Archie going 2v1 here, but he is just trying to take them down. Honda needs to get away, and Honda will use a 1,000-pounder to get out of that 2v1 situation. And Solid, they're just turning things around.
Yeah, they get a creep wave there, so of course easy middle lane turret for them, plus, you know, a buff from the side of Imba. They just stole it away, not allowing Imba to actually get more buff. You know what? How important the buff is?
Yeah.
It will allow you to, you know, actually it would depend on the role. Like for example, if you're a mage, it would boost up your mana recovery, so that will really give a change. But let's look here right now. Middle lane is with the Lord it's on the side of SXE Imba, hitting the middle lane turret of Solid at the moment.
And Boo here just tanking everything out. They will take down the Lord, but there is no engagement happening right now. Oh,
no engagement.
They will run away.
Yeah, they will back away, but of course, although they didn't get an objective, actually, for me, it's actually a waste if you got a Lord but you didn't get an objective. But let's think positively. Probably at least because they got the Lord, their creep waves will grow stronger.
But Archie getting caught out by the Divine Judgment, and Archie will go down.
Yeah, plus Solid actually get the last hit on that grab, allowing them to get more gold lead. Look at the gold advantage of Solid.
Is it still relevant crab point?
Yes. At this stage of the game, they still have yet to complete some gear, so definitely it would matter. But yeah, 1 kill on the top lane in favor on the side of SXE Imba, but after that, you can see here Finesse team actually clearing off the waves in the bottom and the mid lane.
I like
well.
this positioning coming out from Solid. They're just waiting for their prey. And now, Bonchon here on the back lines. He's just trying to get the Numinum Blast. It will hit 3! Oh my goodness! The carries, the assassins, everyone gets caught out. And Dale, he is the one that is on the farther part of that Numinum Blast. He will get away with his second skill. And wow, what a play here from that Lolita.
Yeah, plus actually, you gotta commend, you know, the Gushan play. At the same time, he knows who to target, the squishy one.
on that bottom lane, that was the nail. That was the nail in the coffin here for the side of Minnesota.
Yeah, well commended. Because of that 2-0 win, SXC Imba is gonna get plus 3 points. Now they have a total of 4 points and they are ranking up onto, the top 50% of our local scoreboard for all of them.
They're in the top 5 right now, but yeah, if you look at this, those tanks, that Luminous Blast actually goes out a lot of the damage here from the side of Minnesota. And Haji is went for the damage.
This is really what you have to do if you are, well, if you're an assassin, of course, you're gonna dive into the switching target first, then once you find another target that has lower health, you can really burst. I think another advantage of Team SXC, but not really an advantage though, but you can notice a lot of them, 4 heroes actually has 4 magical damage. That will definitely hurt a lot, especially if your setup isn't totally about magic resist. So you really have to make a balance.
Yeah, and the thing is, I didn't feel that the Luna was an integral part of imbalance winning. It was just a distraction.
Probably, as well as the Leomord. I mean, although the Leomord didn't go online because of, the Kaya.
Yeah, this divine judgment
because of the
all day,
Kaya.
every day.
Although the Leomord didn't get online, there was a Lolita plus Gushin combo, which I think they really played it so well that allowed them to actually win this match.
Yeah, and to be honest, if you would see who just uses skills to like, okay,
Poke.
just poke, just bring them to critical levels, and it's
Yeah.
up to the Gushon.
To get the kill.
To get the kills.
And it doesn't matter. I mean, you have to discuss with your teammates. Like for example, I mean, it doesn't matter who gets a kill. If it gets kill stealed by the Gushan, it's totally fine. He's an assassin. He's gonna carry his team. All of the rest of the members of Team SXC Imba will basically just have to support their carry so that they could win the fight overall.
Yeah, and at the same time, if you think about it, we've actually talked about the sides where SXC won the game. I think Finesse Solid, they were doing great in the early stages, but I think it's the experience coming up from SXC. The imbalance side, you did tell us that they were playing the game since season 1. So I think in terms of decision making, they were the better team. Finesse, they're a fairly new team. I don't really know when they did play Mobile Legends. Did they start from season 1 as well? I do not know, but I do think that the decision making coming out from XSC Imba was like the better thing, or the better, like, it was the better part of their team, and they just won the game from there.
Yeah, a way to go. Congratulations again to Team SXC. That's kind of, it's really hard to pronounce.
Yeah,
SXC.
just call them Imbalance.
Yeah,
Just call-
Imba.
Imba, just call them Imba.
They currently have a total of 4 points, giving them a rank up on the total scoreboard of all of the teams. Again, later on, we will just be taking a short break, but later on, you will be able to see, guys, Bren Esports, the former mobile MPL Season 1 champion, matching up against Team White Rascals.
So it's going to be the nation's or the country's favorite
Yes.
versus Manjin's favorite.
Manjin's favorite Team White.
You remember season 1?
He wants to join Team
Yeah,
White
season
Rascals.
1, season 1. So yeah, and I guess that's it for our second series. We will be back for the third series. I am Butters, she is Kaisaya, and we will be back after a very short break. Don't go away.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Once On the night of Halloween, I played a trick. Whoever touched this magical portal would be forced to join the game. I really enjoyed it. They had no way to escape. The only thing they could do is fight and kill. In this game, I let souls able to transfer to another hero after death. Heroes, you say? They lost touch with their original self and turned into beasts, killing machines. Trickster's Eve 2018 is coming. Wait for my tricks.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
I've been waiting so long. Why so serious? How about a tasty candy?
One strike, one kill.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Taking the fresh air of the Empire. Wow, I'm a genius. Hey, my special gift just for you. Fighting
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Just try to keep up with me.
legendary.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Once on the night of Halloween, I played a trick. Whoever touched this magical portal would be forced to join a game. I really enjoyed it. They had no way to escape. The only thing they could do is fight and kill. In this game, I let souls be able to transfer to another hero after death. Heroes use it. They lost touch with their original selves and turned into beasts, killing machines. Tricksters 2018 is coming. Wait for my tricks.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
I've been waiting so long. Why so serious? How about a tasty candy?
One strike, one kill.
To believe or not to believe.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Taking the fresh air of the Empire. Wow, I'm a genius.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Just try to keep up with me.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Once on the night of Halloween, I played a trick. Whoever touched this magical portal would be forced to join again. I really enjoyed it. They had no way to escape. The only thing they could do is fight and kill. In this game, I am a soul able to transfer to another hero after death. Heroes, you say? They lost touch with their original selves and turned into beasts, killing machines. Trickster's Eve 2018 is coming. Wait for my tricks.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
too long. Why so serious? How about a tasty candy?
One strike, one skill.
To be or not to be.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Taking the fresh air of the Empire. Wow, I'm a genius. Hey, my special gift just for you. Fighting Jimmy!
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Just try to keep up with me.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Once on the night of Halloween, I played a trick. Whoever touched this magical portal would be forced to join a game. I really enjoyed it. They had no way to escape. The only thing they could do is fight and kill. In this game, I let souls be able to transfer to another hero after death. Heroes, you say? They lost touch with their original selves and turned into beasts, killing machines. Trickster's Eve 2018 is coming. Wait for my tricks.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
I've been waiting so long. Why so serious? How about a tasty candy? yummy. How about a tasty candy?
Fairly obvious to spot out a Lord Tank
Right.
if you are if you I mean if you're
Almost
not
all.
seen on the map, if you're not seen on the fog of war, I mean, and that will definitely mean that something is going on. Either you're taking
Yeah.
the jungle, either invading jungle, or you're taking the Lord, and it was fairly obvious for
Yeah, and I think one of the
Onage.
reasons that Wicked Minds probably did that is probably they were too confident about the Aldo pick. We know the Aldo is kind of a little bit OP at in the current meta right now. You know, for as long as he gets this stack, you know, he can be deadly. But I think it's more of the like how how they're gonna work on their team fight, as on the macro play.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, again, guys, our score right now is 1-0 in favor of Team Archangel Onage. So just to discuss with you guys, how the points are
Oh
currently
yeah.
distributed.
I think that they have
Mm-hmm.
to know about this because it matters when you
Mm-hmm.
get 2-0. Because again, this is a best of 3
Yes.
group stage, right? So it matters if you get 2-0 or 2-1. 2-0, you get
Mm-hmm.
3 points already if you win 2-0 against your
Yes. 3
opponents
points right away.
right away. But if you split it 2-1,
Mm-hmm.
you get 2 points
For the winning team.
for the winning team, 1 point for the losing team. So it's like taking
Yes.
away 1 point from opponents if you don't get 2-0. That's why if you're wondering, there are teams who won
3 points.
two games but only get 4 points. For example, Aether Main, they got 2
Four.
wins
Mm-hmm.
but they only get 4 points. Signal Ultra gets 2 wins but they get 5 points because again they 2-0'd another team. And some teams, even though they lose, they get 1 point, and most of the time they get 0. So now, for Archangel Onage, if they want to get a better distance against their
Yes, because
teammate,
right now they're currently on rank 16.
they are
I
taking
mean
a rank.
6. But anyway, let's head on to our drafting phase for the round 2 match on these two teams, Wicked Minds versus Archangel Onage.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing, oh, they banned out the Leomor. They don't want to deal with this Leomor. So this is a respect ban on the side of Wicked Minds.
Your team is
The Grok as well as the Gushen banned out by Archangel Onage.
Look how Archangel Onage answered that Leomord ban of Wicked Minds. We know that the Lunox is actually one of the meta mages right now in the current season of Mobile Legends Bang Bang. So this actually I would although the description of this hero Lunox is just a mage, I would personally treat her as a mage assassin, just like Selena as well. Someone who can dive in clashes, plus
agree.
having the sustain with the ultimate that she has. But we'll see.
Yeah,
How
I
they're
think
gonna go.
I think there's a lot of flexibility with a particular hero that you
Your
can,
team
like
is
you said,
picking.
is listed as a mage, but kind of play it like an assassin where you burst down heroes from the backlines and just try to be so mobile around the map because again you do have a lot of mobility with you. It's not as much as an assassin, but
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a mage, that's already a surplus for you
I know,
because
right?
you
Yeah.
have so much mobility. But on the other side, there is the outdoor. There's the Kaya pick
Plus
from
still.
Wicked Minds.
And the Lancelot, let's see which hero they're gonna pick for the fourth one. So far a while ago we didn't see any any marksman at all, right?
Oh, yeah,
So
we
both
didn't
of them opted for a
Your
no
team is
marksman
picking.
setup. I think this is a type of play that we are drafting that you'll see on Archangel teams, Wicked Minds and Onage. Well, they don't really play a lineup with marksman, but are they gonna Gonna change it right now as Archangel Onish tries to highlight and actually picks
Your
this
team is
carry at the
picking.
moment. By the way, guys, just so you know, the band heroes for this week 2 of our regular season for MPL Season 2 are Hanabi as well as
Kimi.
the new hero Kimi.
Yeah, they
So
are.
these two
They
are
can't be used. That's if you're wondering why they haven't picked.
Uh-huh.
No, they can't be used. They're automatically banned from the
yes.
pool. What is gonna be the last pick here for Wicked Minds? Are they gonna go for the classic Akai this time? With the in combination with the Kai, pretty deadly combination as far as team fights go. And again, Wicked Minds, they are banking on this big ticket ultimates that they want to combo as a team. Let's see if it will be a different story this time. Maybe this game they will try to. Fairly obvious to spot out a Lord take if you are if fairly obvious to spot out a Lord take if you are I mean if you're
Almost
not
all
seen on the map, if you're not seen on the fog of war, I mean, and fairly obvious to spot out a Lord take if you are I mean if you're
almost
not
all
seen on the map. fairly obvious to spot out a Lord Ting if you even
red လို့ရတယ်ဆိုတဲ့ပုံစံဖြစ်ပါတယ်အဲ့တော့ goal buff ကတော့အပေါ်လမ်းမှာကျွန်တော်တွေးမြင်တဲ့အတိုင်းပဲအဲ့တော့ goal ဆန်မဲ့ယူပြအဲ့တော့ fast drop သူရမယ်ကြည့်အောင်တော့ဟာလီဖဲချက်တွေကတော့အစောပိုင်းတည်းကနာနေပြအဲ့တော့ R ကတော့သူ့ရဲ့ဒါ Ambassador ထဲမှာသူကျွမ်းနေမှာပဲအဲ့တော့ဒီမှာ Greener သူဝင်အဲ့တော့ Greener နဲ့တော့ဒါရစ်ပြီးကင်လာပြအဲ့တော့ Error ရဲ့ counter hero ပါသူက physical immune ဖြစ်တဲ့ကြောင့်မလို့ဒီလိုမျိုး Error ပါလို့ရှိရင်တော့ Greener နဲ့ counter ပြန်ထောက်ရတာဖြစ်ပါတယ် MMI ပွဲမှာလည်းထုတ်ပြသွားခဲ့ပါပြီဗျာနော်အဲ့တော့ counter hero ဖြစ်တဲ့ဒီ Error
fairly obvious to spot out a Lord Ting if you even mean you're seen on the map, if you're not seen on the Fog of War, I mean. Fairly obvious to spot out a Lord Ting if you are.
How that is nowတော်လေးကိုမိုက်တယ်လို့ပြောလို့ရပါတယ်တကယ်ကိုသွားနောက်လို့မရတဲ့ဟာရောက်စားကြအေးရဲ့ဒီဟာရောက်စားတကယ် favorite ဆိုရင်လည်းမမအောင်လေးកော်ဝိုင်းချတာမသိပဲနဲ့ပြန်လွတ်သွားတယ်ဆိုတော့စကေးကတော့တကယ်လည်းကျွန်တော် respect ပေးပါတယ်မိုက်တယ်ဗျအေးရဲ့ဟာရောက်စားတော့အဲ့တော့အပေါ်လမ်းမှာ first tower defend မှနေထားမှရှိပြရိုနေဘက်ကတယောက်မှာအဲ့တော့မြင်နေရပဲ first tower အောက်လမ်းက first tower ရဖို့တော့များပါဗျာဒါပေမဲ့အကိုင်လာ defend ရင်တော့မပြောတတ်သေးဘူးပေါ့နော်အပေါ်တော့ sure ပါအဲ့တော့ Pogo Bus ကနေပြီးတော့ပေါ်မှာကာကြတကောင်ပဲရှိတယ်ဗျာဒီ arrow defend ပေးပဲနေထားမှာတော့ဒါမှလည်း arrow သူလန်တော့ပါတွေပဲစီကုန်ပြီးဖြတ်လိုက်ပါအဲ့တော့ first tower တိုင်းတော့စတင်ပြီးတော့ရရှိခဲ့ပါပြီ hero k ကတော့ 3C ပါအဓိကတော့ခုနက ghost bug က hero k တွေကျွန်တော်တို့ဒါပေးရဆိုမှသူတို့ကအဓိက tower ပဲဗျအဲ့တော့ဒီ game က mobile legend ဖြစ်တဲ့ကြောင့်မလို့ tower နောက်ဆုံး3လုံးကျိုးမှာပေါ့နော် crystal tower ကျိုးပါနိုင်တာအဓိက tower ပဲချိုးမှပုံစံဖြစ်ပါတယ်အဲကြောင့်မလို့လဲကျွန်တော် bucket room မှာ is သူတို့ယုံကြည်ရဆုံးကျွန်တော် player ဖြစ်တဲ့ ace ကို Haruza နဲ့ကျွန်တော် lane တဲ့ပုံစံသွားမယ်ဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်တေချာပေါက်သိနေပါတယ်အဲ့တော့အပေါ်မှာတော့ဒီဘက်ကနေပြီးတော့ Martis တကောင်နဲ့အဲ့တော့ Gusan ပြန်စုမှာဒီဘက်ကနေပြီးတော့ Martis တွေးရတော်တော်လေးကိုဇီးကက်သွားအဲ့တော့ Martis 1 stand နဲ့ပြန်ပေးထားတဲ့ကြာမှာတက်ပြီးတော့မှာMartis သူ hero k တကောင်တော့ပြန်ရအောင်ယူဖို့အတွက်ကြိုးစားခဲ့မယ်အဆင်ပြေဘူးဗျအဲ့တော့ကျွန်တော် hero k ရတော့ပြီးပါပဲအဓိက ghost bug ကနေပြီးတော့ tower ပဲဗျသူတို့ကတော့ tower ကိုအဓိကဥတည်ထားပြီးတော့သူတို့စီမှာ hero follow ကိုဖြတ်တဲ့တက်နှစ်ကောင်ပစ်ထားတယ်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့တော့ attacking နဲ့ defense မျှရလို့ပြောလို့ရတယ်ဆိုပေမဲ့လည်းဒီပွဲတော့တကယ်ကိုညံကောင်းတဲ့အသင်းအသင်းတွေးဆောင်နေဖြစ်ပါတယ်အောက်လမ်းမှာတော့ first tower အဲ့တော့ ace ကိုမထိန်းနိုင်လို့ရှိရင်တော့ Ronin ဒီတေချာပေါက် ဖေးမဲ့အနေထားမှာရှိပါတယ်ဟောဆိုတော့တကယ်လည်းခုနကလည်းမျက်မြင်ကိုတွေ့ခဲ့ရတယ်နော်ကျွန်တော်၄កောက်ဝိုင်းတမတာမှာတက်တယ်ဒီလက်ကျင်မှာတက်တယ်လည်းကြာသွားပြီဆိုတော့တော့လည်းစကားပြောနေပါတယ်။ကိုင်းခုံးတော့ကာကြဆွဲခေါ်လာအဲ့တော့ဖဲလာပါဝိုက်ပြဟာလေအာတီဘေးတွေကြားထဲမှာဒီဘက်ကနေပြီးတော့ဖဲလာသူအာတီတော့သုံးပြီးွားခဲ့ပါတည်ရဲ့နောက်ဆုံးဒီဘက်ကနေပြီးတော့မာတီတကောင်မှာထပ်ပြီးတော့ဘိုင်တော့တက်ပြီးတော့တောင်းလိုက်တော့အဲ့တော့အကိုင်ဝမ်းတော့မရအောင်ထွက်သွားတယ်ဗျ။နောက်ဆုံးတကယ်အရေးကြီးတဲ့ standard ချက်မှာထပ်ပြီးတော့လွတ်ထွက်သွားတယ်ဆိုတော့ ghost ဘက်ကနေပြီးတော့ Haruza လုံးဝ level ကတော့ထောင်နေပြသူနှစ်လင်းကိုခွာထင်းပြီးတော့ lane တွေ push နေရမှာအဲ့တော့ထုံးစံအတိုင်းပဲ MSC မှာကစားခဲ့သလိုပဲအပေါ်လန်းအောင်လန်း run ပဲအလယ်မှာ3កောင် defense ပုံစံပတ်တဲ့ဆိုင်ပဲအဲ့တော့ဒီပုံစံနဲ့ပဲကျွန်တော်တို့ BDR လိုမျိုးအသင်းကိုလည်းကျွန်တော် mark ခဲ့ပြီးသွားဆိုတော့ ghost ကဒီ flow ကတော့ဘယ်တော့မှမယိုးနိုင်မယ်သူတို့ရဲ့အကောင်းဆုံး flow ပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်အဲ့တော့ဒီအကောင်းဆုံး flow ကဒီပွဲမှာရော Ronin လိုမျိုးကျွန်တော်အသိကိုအနိုင်ရရှိနိုင်ပါလားဒါမှမဟုတ်လည်းကျွန်တော်တို့ပြန်ပြီးတော့ရှုံးနေသွားနိုင်မလားဆိုတော့လက်ကျန်ကျွန်တော်တို့အချိန်တွေမှာဆက်လက်ပြီးတော့စောင့်ကြည့်သွားကြအဲ့တော့ Hero K ကတော့4កောင်တစ်កောင်ပါ Nawa တော့13500နဲ့13000အဲ့တော့နော်တူတူတော့ဘာမှမကွာအဲ့တော့အကိုက်ကြောက်ကပြတာဟာလေအတိပေ3နေတော့ဒီဘက်တကောင်နဲ့ပဲ Karina အဲ့တော့အနေထားလေးရောအနေထိုင်လေးလိုသွားပြီဗျအဲ့တော့ Ronin ဘက်ကအနေထိုင်ဆင်ရဖို့လိုမှဖြစ်ပါတယ်အော်ဘာလို့တက်ပြီးတော့တောင်းလာသေးရဲ့ဆိုတော့ဒီဘက်ကနေပြီးတော့အကန်တော်တက်ပေးရတာပြောတော့ဒီဘက်ကမာတင်တက်ပြီးတော့ပြန်ပတ်နေရကြမှာနော်ဒီဟာလေးပဲချက်ဒီပြန်အော်ကာချာအဲ့တော့ဒီဘက်ကနေဆွဲခေါ်လာဆိုတော့နောက်ကနေ back ကပြီးထားတဲ့အနေထားမှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်တော့တွေးမြန်တဲ့အတိုင်းပဲ Vela ရဲ့မီကွင်းရလှပါတယ်ဗျအဲ့တော့နောက်ကနေပြီးတော့အာရန်သူပဲချက်တွေအလှပတွေလိုက်ပြစ်နေတဲ့ကြားထဲမှာတော့ Figure တော့သူများရအောင်ယူသွားတယ် nice ပါဗျသူပဲချက်တွေ3កောင်ကြားထဲမှာမထိထိအောင်ပြစ်သွားတယ်ဗျအောက်လမ်းမှာတော့ green လာထင်းမှာဖြစ်ပြီးတော့အပေါ်မှာတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီမှာ error သူလန်တော့မှာပဲကျွန်တော်ဖြတ်ထားလိုက်ပါပြီအဲ့တော့3កောင်ကြားထဲသူတကောင်နဲ့ဝင်သွားရအောင်လဲ power ranger မဟုတ်တဲ့ကြောင့်သူပြန် for right ဗျအဲ့ ace ကတော့လုံးဝ safe play ပါပဲအဓိကတော့သူက safe play အကောင်းဆုံးကစားတယ်လုံးဝတကယ်ကိုမိုက်တယ်ဗျအဲ့တော့ level 9တော့ရောက်နေပြီเนาะ ace က